celebration, and John's got a few opening comments for us.
Good afternoon, good morning, whatever time it is because of daylight savings time. All right, whatever we're used to here. We haven't had a birthday party since 2019. In fact, the first thing that I had to do as CEO for COVID was cancel the birthday party. So I am really glad that we're all back here together, and I hope you are too. Right now, I'd like to welcome our guests. We have Regions Bank. We like them because they help us get the money that we need. Over at the same table, we have Impact. They get us the stuff we need to build the stuff we do. We have the City of Nash. I have invited Texarkana Resources, if they are here. I don't see them. Okay. Texarkana Resources, I'm going to stop right now and talk real quick about them. I'm not talking bad about anybody here, but Texarkana Resources is one of our best employees. Okay. They get it done. They put all the bolts together. And as somebody who used to have to do that, I love those guys. Then we, who else did I invite? Dennis Washington from the Chamber of Commerce. Is Dennis here? No, he's supposed to be here for two reasons. There he is. Okay, good. So the tall one is Dennis Washington, President of Texarkana Chamber of Commerce and board advisor. And this dapper young man is Dr. Brian Matthews from Texas A&M, and also a board advisor for JCM. I think that's all of the guests that we had invited for this time. Oh, we also have, I already consider him part of the family, Scott Goodson is helping us with a bunch of projects right now. And then his lovely wife, Sasha, also known as the Chicken Queen of Rogers, Arkansas. And we will go into more detail later, but my lovely wife, Tina Collins. So at this time, I'd like Donnie Seals to give the blessing for our meal, after which the head table would like to go first to serve our food, allow our guests to serve, and then we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I was just reminded because I don't have my program in front of me that I wrote 10 minutes ago. Here it is. Yes. Rose Coker, please come forward. We all love Rose. So for the young man right up here who's on his second day, named Jonathan, raise your hand, Jonathan. Jonathan, what we're doing is we're presenting Rose with her 10-year watch for being an employee of JCM for 10 years. To put it in perspective, everybody who has received a 10-year watch, please stand up. That's a lot of watches. Okay. So we took Rose yesterday to pick her watch out, and then we took her to lunch. It took her a lot longer to pick out her lunch than it did her watch. If you'd be so kind as to open it. Just like Christmas. Yeah. Hold it up again. They had to take 5 links out of the watch so it would fit on Rose. She could have worn it as a belt. All right, now back where I was going because I found my list. We're good. We're back on program. Donnie will give the blessing, guests and head table, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That should cause the least amount of chaos. All right?
Let's return thanks if you'll bow with me, please. God, we have so many things to be thankful for. We're thankful for this country we live in, the many freedoms that we enjoy. We're thankful for our families and our friends, and we're thankful for JCM. We're thankful for our jobs. But most of all, we're thankful for your Son, Jesus Christ, our Savior. And God, we just ask that you continue to lead us, guide us, direct us, give us courage and wisdom and strength that we might be the people that you would have us to be. And God, I pray that you just prosper us, protect us, and bless us, each and every one. And bless this time of food and fellowship. And everybody said, amen.
Guests, please proceed. I have to give a disclaimer. This speech has not been approved, critiqued, or even seen by HR. Okay. But I did spend 5 hours polishing a 20-minute speech that sounded like Ron Collins wrote it. It was Washington, D.C. away from a full Ron Collins bingo. Okay. So I threw that away. Okay. I watch and read a lot of financial news. And I'm happy to say we are not normal. JCM was founded in 1976 by a man who did not need to go into business, but liked to build things. Look at us now. Look what is being built. This is so much more than was intended or expected. People bet against JCM. They gave us 6 months to live. That was 48 years ago. Now, I use the word we a lot, and that's what makes this group of people not normal. All right? I like counting and categorizing things, so I did a quick census. JCM has more certified welders than we have college graduates. That's a really cool thing. We have military veterans and employees who are continuing their education. We have employees who have been here more than 40 years. And we have one that started yesterday. I like what JCM is, and I'm counting on you to help me keep it going and making it better, because it's up to us. This is the first year in the history of JCM that a founder is not in management or on the payroll. The longest tenured employee at JCM is Doug Jordan, followed by Donnie Seals, then Jeff Scott, Crystal Sloan, Jennifer Futrell, Rusty Wilson, and coming in number 7, me. Followed by Jerry Law, Steve Bruce, and a bunch of other people. I want to take a few minutes to talk about something that happened to me. Most of you know that I sustained an injury to my right knee back in December. I want to clear the air on this. I did not fall and hurt myself while going to get a beer. I fell because I hurt myself going to get a beer. I am old and worn out, not clumsy. I wasn't able to attend our Christmas party because it was only a couple of days after I fell. What you don't know is I did everything possible to attend the Christmas party. including not listening to Tina. You know the blue hoodies we gave out a few months ago? That is what my arm looked like after I fell getting out of the shower after not listening to Tina. So now we listen to Tina. Since then, I've been through surgery and I follow doctor's orders and Tina's commands. Now, Tina and I have been married more than 30 years, and I'm blessed to be her husband and fortunate that she loves me enough to take care of me during all of this, because she's watched enough of those murder documentaries to make it look like an accident or a disappearance. And I don't know if I have enough friends here to go looking for me or question it, so I'm just going along with the commands. Okay. I didn't come into the office for more than 3 weeks because it just took too long to get me dressed. I was a 220-pound toddler. When I finally could come in, Tina brought me in like a child at Mother's Day out. She had my backpack, she had my lunch, she dropped me off. She told people, this is what he needs, this is his special cup. When I graduated to a cane, it turned into a middle school drop-off. All right. Remember when Mom used to just come up, do a slow down, say, get your stuff, get out of the car, call me only in an emergency? Don't have an emergency. Then I was cleared to drive. That's when I caught Tina looking at my calendar. She's saying, when are you going out of town? This has been a long time. Going out of town tomorrow. What she didn't realize was, you're going with me. I still can't be trusted. I say all of this for 2 reasons. First is to brag on my wife, Tina. Thank you for taking care of me. I couldn't be recovering without you. I probably would have died of an infection. And the second reason is about how we do things at JCM. We are good people, willing to go the extra mile for our families, our co-workers, and our company. I see it when there are people helping in other departments. When I see workers making their areas cleaner and more efficient. And I see it when I make a list of some pretty outstanding accomplishments. If you're left off of this list, I request that you don't do a Will Smith on me, because I am bigger than Chris Rock, okay? Last year we had 5 employees voluntarily take a supply chain and logistics class. Tara is serving as the VP of membership for Society of Human Resource Managers. Jennifer Futrell is serving on the National AWWA Manufacturers Associate Council. That's a mouthful. Jim Tubb is now a certified professional engineer in 2 states and working on Canada. Jim and Philip Ray represent JCM at an assortment of standards committees. I can't even remember them all. They're just a bunch of letters and numbers, and they're very important. Nathan Austin in engineering. We're assuming he passed his first test for his PE certification. Brooks Minner will be graduating in May with his degree in mechanical engineering from Texas A&M Texarkana. Crystal Sloan served for 3 years as president of the National Credit Managers Association. Jerry Law serves as JCM's representative on the Texarkana Resources Board of Directors. Texarkana Resources made it to the party. Marcia? They were held up by the train along with several other people. And last, and certainly not least, Jennifer Foster was inducted into the Sightline Users Network Hall of Fame. For those of you who don't know what Sightline is, it's the computer. All right. She's one of the few people in the country who can make it work, and we're very proud of her, so I want everybody to clap for that. It's a big year for JCM. We're doing more without even realizing it. We're not going to stop growing. We're going to keep learning and building things. Thank you all for your trust, commitment, abilities, and contributions. Because JCM needs you for its purpose and its mission. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for being part of JCM. It's been a number of years since we've had a chance to gather like this, but one thing we always did at the JCM birthday party was read the Irish prayer. And in that tradition, we will have Cynthia Gerke do that.
You all know what tomorrow is, right? St. Patrick's Day. And that was the day my mom and dad started JCM. And so my mother always read this prayer at the end of our little gatherings on St. Patrick's Day. So I'm happy to read it to you today in closing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind always at your back, be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, and I believe we do have some desserts left, so I appreciate your time.